Yo, what's up, guys? Today, I want to talk to you guys about being alone. So, I know a lot of y'all don't like being alone. You always got to be around your girl, your kids, your homeboys, your mama. Somebody got to be around you at all times for you to feel like you living or whatever. It don't even matter. I don't know why, but a lot of y'all need somebody there. Like, you just want somebody there. You need to be talking to somebody. You need to have somebody around. And I understand that, what I'm saying, social interaction is a need, what I'm saying, in human beings. Like, it's the lowest need, but it is a need. Like, don't neglect that. I don't want you to be no lonely dude, but you got to understand that there are times in your life where you need to be alone. There are times where you're going to have to either process something mentally or overcome some trauma or just grind to try to get to where you're trying to go, man, without distractions. So it's gonna be times in your life where you have to be alone. Like, you can't, there's no way around it. You know what I'm saying? If you don't be alone in this moment, you're doing a disservice to yourself. You're not gonna be able to get over what you need to get to. You're not gonna be able to get to where you're trying to get to. See what I'm saying? And that's very important, man. So what I want to talk about today, like basically what I want you to get from this video is that you gotta learn how to be alone. You have to be okay with that. You have to understand that this is a time, you know what I'm saying? Because if you're trying to grind to get to whatever you're trying to get to, like you need just time to focus. That's why a lot of dudes have they like an office, like, you know what I'm saying, home office, or they got, you know what I'm saying, like a shed. Like a lot of dads have, they got the house, and then behind the house they build a shed. That's where they go. They leave the house, go into the shed. Now they can think, they can focus on what they're trying to get done, and they can handle their business. Some dudes, they get an office, so they'll leave the house, drive into the city or whatever, and go to the office. That way, they don't got to worry about their kids, their girl, and whatever messing with them. You know what I'm saying? They can just focus on what anybody in this office space is working. You know what I'm saying? We handling business, so that's what it is, man. You need that time. Like, as a man, you need that time, because in order to do some of the other stuff I said, like break your problems down to the smallest building blocks, you need to be able to have the time to focus, to start separating these things. You know what I'm saying? So that's one of the biggest things. And when you're alone, that's the easiest time to do, because you have zero distractions. You need to take that phone, put it somewhere, put it on silent, turn it off, charge it, whatever you gotta do to get it out your way, and don't pick it up. Like, don't even hear it. Like, that's why you just put that mug on silent or something, unless you need to do whatever. There's balance here. But you know what I'm saying? When ain't nothing going on, everything's straight, you ain't looking for no call, put that mug on silent, push it to the side, and let whoever know that, hey, I'm working right now. If somebody that's always hitting you, hey, I'm working right now, don't hit me up. You know what I'm saying? So handle your business like that, man. Just understand that there are gonna be times you need to be alone, man. You have to be okay with that. You have to understand that I need to be alone at certain points. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you're working, because when you're working, if people are seeing you work, they're gonna question your methods. You see what I'm saying? Like, if you're doing something and your girl watching you do it, well, why you do it like this? You could do it like that. You see what I'm saying? And that's going to distract you, because now, instead of you just handling your business, getting what you have already sat down and thought about and turning that into reality, now you getting muddy waters from somebody who you taking too much, opinion from. You see what I'm saying? Don't worry about that, man. Handle your business. If that person wasn't designated to give you advice, then don't listen to their advice, man. So, that's a different video. I'm gonna get a video on for y'all on how to accept advice, man. A lot of y'all be holding other people's opinion too high. You know what I'm saying? Like, dog, your opinion. You're doing this. You see what I'm saying? Y'all holding other people's opinion too high. Like, yeah, sure, listen to it if it's a person that's, designated to be listened to. Like, you guys, y'all will just take what your mama say because it's your mama. Like, nah, does that make sense? Like, is she qualified to speak on what you talking about. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just because she birthed you in this world don't mean she qualified to speak on what you doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, and this is where y'all need to get y'all, you know what I'm saying, y'all understanding of who y'all are, man. Like, you a man, you handling your business. You are turning your thoughts into reality. You know what I'm saying? Nobody else need to be in that unless you designate them to be in that. You see what I'm saying? And that's where you have your board or whoever it is, you know what I'm saying, that you say, hey, I'm gonna take advice from you on this for XYZ reason. Forget your feelings. Remember that. It ain't about your feelings. Does it make sense for them to be giving you advice on this topic? If it doesn't, if they have zero experience over here, bro, don't listen to them. They don't know what they're talking about. They're just telling you what they think. There's no proven method from them. You see what I'm saying? Listen to who you designate. And you're gonna designate them based off of logic, not feeling. I don't care if that's your homeboy, you knew him forever. Does he know about this topic? Does he know anything about this? If he does, all right. If he don't know nothing, if he's telling you what he's seen, nah, because you and them did the research. You don't watch people that's successful at this. You know what parts are successful and what you want to tweak to make for yours. You see what I'm saying? So, you know, and that's where you need to be able, like I said, to break down the stuff, man. You only do all of this when you're alone because that's the best time to do it. That way, you only have your thoughts. You're not influenced by anything except for you. You know what I'm saying? Whenever you're making decisions, you are the one making that decision because there's no other influences. You see what I'm saying? And yeah, man, that's really it, bro. Like being alone is very important. Like you got to be able to do that because another thing that being alone, like learning, knowing that you can be alone. Another way that helps you, dog, is when you are dealing with people. So say you know what I'm saying, somebody like you got a group of friends or something, they doing something that you know what I'm saying you ain't really with. A lot of times, you know what I'm saying, a dude will just do it just because they want to, you know, I don't want to go like if I don't go with them, I'm gonna have to go home and be alone, you know what I'm saying? They're gonna have all these stories and stuff that they did together and I ain't gonna be a part of it. But then you go and you not enjoying it or whatever, or y'all get into some trouble and now you like, man, I knew I shouldn't have went. Like, yeah, you shouldn't have went. You know what I'm saying? You didn't want to go in the first place. Like, follow what you want to do, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what it is. You not wanting to be alone put you in a bad spot. You see what I'm saying? Same thing with females. You know what I'm saying? Female telling you to do something, you ain't with that. Whatever it is, you know what I'm saying? She trying to get you to say something or do something or behave a certain way, and you like, nah, I'm not on that. You know what I'm saying? But you don't want to be alone. You want, you know what I'm saying? You want her company so bad. You want her to not leave so bad that you gonna do some stuff that don't make no sense. That you ain't with. You know what I'm saying? Now you compromising your character and your reputation for some attention from somebody else, man. Like it don't matter if it's male or female, bro. You don't compromise yourself and what you built and your reputation and your everything for somebody else, bro. That's just not how it go. And that's the problem with a lot of y'all, man. Y'all trying to, you know what I'm saying? Y'all trying to like act like y'all got friends and stuff. Like forget that, man. If that person don't genuinely rock with you, then don't rock with them. And that's the thing. Like even if they do rock with you, they ain't gonna always want to do what you want to do. It is what it is. You need to learn how to do that by yourself. Stop trying to have somebody go with you all the time. Always trying to have somebody there. Always trying to, you know, you know what I'm saying, have a person with you. Like you don't need nobody to do anything. If you waiting on somebody else, bro, you'll never get something done, man. You'll never get it done. You know why? Because you're waiting on them. If they never move, you'll never move. Can't be like that, bro. You move when you move. And if they ain't with you, they ain't with you. You find somebody else or you go by yourself. Fastest way somewhere is solo. You go dolo and in a straight line, bro, you gonna get there before everybody else. So just, you know what I'm saying? You need to learn how to do stuff alone. Like if you can't if you want to do something and you can't go do it just by yourself, then bro, you got to work on it. That's something you got to sit down alone with yourself and figure out why can't I just go to this bar by myself? Why can't I just go to this theme park by myself? Why can't I just go to the movies by myself? Why can't I just go out to eat by myself? Because once you do that, bro, you're gonna have a whole lot more power in a lot of these situations. Because a person may try to get you to do something. I ain't going if you ain't doing this. All right, bro, then you ain't coming. Like, it is what it is, you know? And that's what it is, man. And then, you know, if people do decide to come with you, you know, show love. Like, you know what I'm saying? Hey, man, I get your meal this time since you decided to roll with me. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I know you wasn't even really trying to go like that. You know what I'm saying? But you came, so you know what? I'm gonna get your food while we here. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you roll with me to this basketball game? That's cool, dog. I rock with you, man. You know what, man? Go get you something from concession stand, dog. I got you. Just because, you know, you showing love. Like, hey, look, I appreciate that gesture. Because, you know what I'm saying, a lot of people wouldn't go. You know what I'm saying? Since you did, I'm rocking with you. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it is. But you gonna do whatever you gonna do regardless. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be cheaper doing it solo. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna learn a lot about yourself during them moments. You know what I'm saying? It's real, man. Like, you gotta get that confidence in yourself, man. That's the time you build confidence is by yourself. When you in bed at night by yourself, that's when all them thoughts from today going through your head. And you judging yourself for real, trying to figure out, okay, did I like the way I behaved today? Did I do what I was supposed to do? Well, I ain't do this and I did do that. You know what I'm saying? And you going through stuff in your head. And that's the time where growth happens. You know what I'm saying? You grow when you by yourself, bro. When you take your time to think about your actions and figure out how you want to move going forward. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, being alone is very important, bro. Being alone is very important. Um, you know what I'm saying? Once again, the balance side of that is I don't want you to be no lonely dude saying, you know what I'm saying I told you to, uh, to be alone. Like, he said be alone. He said don't worry about nobody else. No, dang, that's not, no. I'm saying there are times you need to be able to be alone. In like, just in general, you need to be able to be alone. You have to be okay with that. Whenever it's a time where you got to do something and you got to go do it solo, you have to be okay. We're going to go do it solo. It shouldn't even be a question. Just be like, okay, I got to go get this done. It's not, well, let me see if I can find somebody to go with me. No, that ain't the move, bro. Like, if you got something to do, if somebody with you and they want to roll, or somebody come, hey, can I roll with you? That's cool too. But you should be thinking about just doing it. It's not about who with you when you go do it. Just do it. And if you have to have somebody with you to do it, you don't want to do it. You ain't motivated enough to do it. You need to sit down with yourself and get your motivation up, get your confidence up. That's usually what it is. You missing confidence. That's why you can't do it by yourself. You're not confident enough in that behavior, that action. So that's why you don't do it. You know what I'm saying? You need to get your confidence up. You get your confidence up when you by yourself, because that's when you get your motivation to go to the gym. That's when you get your motivation to work on your social skills. That's when you get your motivation because you by yourself. You see what I'm saying? Like, you probably rather not be by yourself. You see what I'm saying? You probably rather be around somebody, but you got to realize that it's not going to happen all the time. You need to be okay with that. You know what I'm saying? Just take that time to grow yourself. Look at your flaws. Look at the stuff you don't like about yourself. When I say flaws, I mean stuff that you don't like. Forget anybody else. What do you not like about yourself? You know what I'm saying? I don't care if somebody say whatever. You know what you don't like about yourself. That's what you need to work on. If you have a flaw, work on it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and this is what I'm telling the like grown men. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you young, you know what I'm saying? You in middle school, high school, even, like, I wouldn't even really. I mean, focus on your flaws too, but I really say sharpen your skills. Like, when you young like that, you should be focused on sharpening. You know what I'm saying? The stuff that you are good at, become great at. You know what I'm saying? Because by the time you get up and you grown, you already got something that's gonna be your money maker, and then you can flush out the rest of the stuff later, like as you grow and mature. Because when you're young, it's gonna be hard to focus on stuff you flawed in anyway. You trying to hide your flaws from people. You know what I'm saying? And it's not so much as, you know what I'm saying, it's just you young. You know what I'm saying? That's what means everything to you. Your shoes mean a lot more to you when you young. You know what I'm saying? Like when you grow up, man, you don't care about no shoes. Like that's one of the last things you think about, some shoes. You know what I'm saying? But when you younger, shoes mean a lot. They mean almost everything. Your outfit, how you look, your appearance. I mean, that's still important too when you grow up, but it's less important. You see what I'm saying? Like as long as you do the, I gonna say the bare minimum. I mean, yeah, I mean, but like you want to be you don't want to be the bare minimum, bro. You want to at minimum you want to be average. You know what I'm saying? Take care of everything, your teeth, your you know what I'm saying? Take showers regularly. You know what I'm saying? Wear deodorant. You know what I'm saying? Get your hair cut. You know, stuff like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Take care of that, man. Iron your clothes. Don't come out the house wrinkled, bro. Match. I'm not saying be super overly matched, but dog, wear something that go together. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm saying. Stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But um, yeah, man, I'm lost my train of thought. But being being alone is important, man. Being alone is important, dog. Just know that as a man, as a mature man, you need to flush out what you feel are your flaws. You see what I'm saying? That's pretty much it, man. I ain't really got nothing else to say. You know what I'm saying? Be okay with being alone. I don't really have no way to tell you how that's all internal, bro. And that's most of the stuff on this channel, bro, is about internal self. Like you need to get in here, figure out what works for you, and how you can increase your own confidence, self-worth, self-value. Because once you do that, bro, all the rest of that stuff is easy. Because at that point, you just taking in information and doing what you got to do. Because once you are confident in yourself, when you need to ask a question about something, you're gonna ask it because you know that I'm not stupid, and you know what I'm saying. I know the question I'm asking is gonna help me grow. You see what I'm saying? Instead of thinking about, well, what is the other person, what they gonna think about if I ask this question? Like, if you thinking that, then bro, you're not where you need to be with your self confidence, bro. Like, a confident person doesn't look around. A confident person never looks around. He don't care. You know what I'm saying? Now he does check his surroundings, make sure he know what's going on around him. But he's not. Whenever he does anything, he's not looking around to see what the reaction is. Confident man does what he does, and he don't care what the reaction is around him. He doing what he does. You see what I'm saying? That's the difference. Like when you confident, bro, you don't care what how people are gonna react to you. You see what I'm saying? And you build confidence through that time you spend with yourself to understand, to reevaluate your life and understand where you want to go, where you want to be headed, where you want to head to. And that's the thing. Once again, let me add some balance to that. You don't care what people think. However, you understand how you are perceived. There's a difference. You don't care what they think about, what they think of you, but you understand and you care about how you are perceived. Because if you want to be perceived a certain way, you need to behave a certain way to be perceived that way that you want to be perceived. However, you don't care if they perceive you that way. You see what I'm saying? It's not going to hurt you internally if they don't perceive you that way. You're just going to be like, okay, well, I'm not being perceived the way I want to be. I see how they're reacting to that. So I need to behave more like this in order to get that perception to get all the way to where I want it to be of me. You see what I'm saying? And that takes time, takes practice. It takes, like, you're going to mess up. You know what I'm saying? You're going to make mistakes socially and all that stuff. Take that time when you're alone to reflect on that. Like, I shouldn't have said that. That was dumb. Or I shouldn't have did that. That was not cool. You know what I'm saying? And you take that into consideration, and it helps mold you later in life to be where you want, because all those mistakes, they accumulate. When they accumulate, you have an understanding in your head of what to do and what not to do now, because you know, okay, when I tried that, when I did this, and now you can kind of start maneuvering, because at this point you got enough mistakes where that's kind of like that, so I'm not going to do that. And that's similar to what I did then, and that wasn't well received, so I'm not going to do that, because I want to get to this point. In order to get to this point, I need to be like this. I need to be not even be like this. I need to be perceived as this. You see what I'm saying? Because a lot of people are perceived a certain way, but that's not how they are. You see what I'm saying? Like, There's a lot of people like that, man. Just look at any celebrity. Like they're perceived a certain way, but when you meet them, if you ever get the chance to like really meet this person and talk to them, you actually kind of cool, dude. The way they be making you seem on TV, you know what I'm saying? They be making you look wild, man. But you really kind of cool. Like having a conversation with you makes sense. Like they make you look crazy on TV, though. So that's why I tell y'all not to judge nobody. Like especially, I mean, if you know them, you know them. You know what I'm saying? But if you don't know this person, like if you hear something on TV or the radio or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like, cause I had to learn to do this. I used to always, you hear something on the TV, you be like, yo, that was a crazy situation. They said such that, man, that dude wilding. I don't even, you know what I'm saying? He tripping. He shouldn't have did that. But then when you actually get the real story, let's say you do know this person, or you can get to this person to ask them questions. You go to them and talk to them, ask them questions like, yo, what? They ain't say that on the yeah, they ain't say that on the TV. What? So you tell them you did that because this person, yeah, you be like, oh, now it makes sense. I see why y'all would have did the same thing. You know what I'm saying? And it be like that, man. It's like that a lot of times. So whenever I hear a story, I don't talk about the person in the story. I don't talk about the people in the story because I don't know them. I don't know what the situation is. I say from the facts that I heard from this article or from this news story, what I heard from there, this dude tripping because of X, Y, and Z that they said in this story. I don't know, dude. When I talk about him, I'm just talking about in this kind of scenario, when X, Y, and Z happens, this is the person that's tripping. You know what I'm saying? But I can't speak on that person specifically because I don't know, dude. I don't know what he was thinking. I don't know, homegirl. I don't know what she was thinking. I just know, you know what I'm saying, what I heard. What I heard is not necessarily what happened. You see what I'm saying? So I don't talk about them. You know what I'm saying? Now, if that person comes out and says something crazy, now I'm like, yeah, they was wilding when they said that, or they was wilding when they did that. You know what I'm saying? But if it's just a story written by a third party that really wasn't even there when it happened, I can't. You know what I'm saying? I can't speak on it. But you know, um, and that whole thought process from me came from me taking time to myself and thinking about should I really be talking about these people like that? You know what I'm saying? And just witnessing the actual truth when it comes out. Cause it'll be like I'll be talking about a person like, oh yeah, dude, crazy, dude was tripping, dude did this, dude. I don't even really know if I like dude after that. And then the real story come out, and you be looking like, oh, dang, I ain't know that all that happened behind the scenes. Dang, they did them like that. So that's why he outed them like that. You know what I'm saying? Like that actually makes sense. Like, yeah, that's how you. Yeah, I would have did the same thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? And only reason I came to that conclusion and changed my ways was because I had time to sit down by myself and think about the way I was, you know what I'm saying, judging people. Like I try not, I try my hardest not to judge people. I want to listen to your side of the story if I can. If I can't listen to your side of the story, then I won't talk about you. I'm just not going to talk about you. I'm not going to say nothing about you. You know what I'm saying? But now if you come out and say something, I can speak because you just said that. You see what I'm saying? Now I know that you said that, regardless if it's for TV, whatever. You said that, so hey, I could take that. But if somebody else saying it about you, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Until you come out and say it, or I actually have the opportunity to talk to you and get your side, I'm not talking about you. I will talk about the situation and situations like it, the scenario, but that's about it, man. But yeah, man, and that was just one example. You sit by yourself and look at yourself, look at your actions. Did I like the way I behaved? Did I like the way I did that? Nah, I don't like that. I think I should change that. I think I should start doing it like this. And that's growth. Because people are gonna realize that, hey, he don't do that. He used to do this all the time. Now he don't talk about people at all. Like he used to always talk about people's shoes, talk about people where they dress, their hair. But now he don't really talk about them at all. He just going about his way. You know what I'm saying? People gonna notice that. But that's it, man. I ran this one on longer than I should have. Learn how to be alone. That's it. That's it. Be okay with being alone. All right. That's all I got to say, dog. I'm going to catch y'all later.